Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life, a Life U. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today I am joined with Erin Gilligan. Hi, welcome. How are you doing today?
Doing well, Veronica. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. And he does have quite a role in the institution. Talk to me a little bit of what is it exactly that you do?
So technically, I'm a project coordinator with the Research and Scholarly Activity as my role, and then I do that with the CETL, which is the fancy name for the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning. So I work for the university, been here about 3 years, and work with a really great team, and I think we're really making a difference on campus, and I look forward to talking more about it.
Yeah, so Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning.
That's right.
What does that entail?
So that entails really empowering the faculty to help them know what their options are in terms of how to get the most out of their classrooms, how to get the most out of their students, how to make the most assessments of what they're teaching and what the students are learning, teaching and learning.
Yeah.
So it's really great for that aspect. But we're also there for the staff, and we also have a student-facing portion of our department as well. And what I specifically work with is the research department.
Yeah.
So we have things like the RISE Scholarship, the funded projects, student travel awards, and we also have the research and scholarly activity, creative works awards. So we have a number of exciting things going on, and we really seek to open those possibilities up to faculty, staff, students, the whole life community.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. I love that. What is your background?
So my background, I actually have a Master's of Science in Nonprofit Management.
Nice.
My bachelor's is in English and theater.
Amazing.
And then I just recently, in December, completed a Master's of Science in Positive Psychology and Life Coaching from Life University.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So it's kind of a varied background.
Yeah.
Which I think is great because when we're dealing with like the Research Advisory Council, which is the team that we assemble to get together to review the RISE scholarships and the funded projects and things like that, and to vote on them and decide where we want to place our funding and who we want to give approval to for their research projects. It's an interdisciplinary team of faculty members from across the university. So we have people all over the campus. So I think having a background that's a little varied, it kind of helps to approach these projects that are themselves so varied in terms of what we see come across as what students and faculty are interested in learning more about and putting their time towards and researching.
That's awesome. That allows for, more, I guess, vulnerable connections that when we see each other eye to eye, I'm like, oh, hold on. You also have experience in this that allows for beautiful relationships to get built and a places of understanding. So that's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. That's great insight and a great way to put it.
Yeah. That's awesome. And talk to me about the RISE Scholarship. What is exactly the RISE Scholarship?
So the RISE Scholarship is open to students.
Yes.
And we like to see them come in with a research idea. It doesn't have to be, as one of our members is fond of saying, it doesn't have to be shovel ready, but we want to make sure that it has some bones behind it so that they can build off of it. And it really, it's something they're passionate about and have thought about. That's what we're really looking for when they come to us with a proposal. And we like to see them matched up with a faculty member or an advisor at the university. And they'll come through and they will, it's quarter by quarter. So every quarter we have a new round of voting to see who comes in as a new RISE scholar.
Wow.
And then we also open it up for renewals. So if a student has received the RISE scholarship prior, we open it up so that they can continue it for another quarter. And we really like to do that to see how they grow, because it's really one of our main goals is to educate the community about what it is to do research, to get them excited about research, and to empower them to do more and more that's going to get them closer to the answers to the questions that they're really proposing and bringing forth. So that's really exciting to see. And we say it takes it could take up to 2 years to do a good project. So with all the learning that goes into it and the adjustments and the allowing for possible hiccups that might occur along the way. So we really encourage that. But even if a student is really making progress, but they're just not able to finish the project, in that eight quarters time frame, we will meet together as a research advisory council to say, are they really making progress? And if they are, could they use another quarter or two? So we had that happen. And of course, in this current world with the likes of COVID, and as just a major disruption, one of our students wasn't able to get the research done that he had imagined initially. So we granted him 2 more quarters beyond the 8.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we try to be flexible in that way. And that's one of the things that we have to keep in mind is that we're educating in how to do these innovative works and how to go about research. Because a lot of the students that come to us may have never done research before.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's essential for us to provide as much feedback as we can at the outset, so that they can build their research practice, and hopefully it ends up being inspiring a love and a commitment to the process of research for life. Yeah.
I love that. And I definitely can agree and be a testament of that. Before being in the graduate program, my understanding of research was, well, you read and you write and you answer this question that you have with a hypothesis and then figure it out. But there was so much behind it until, we got exposed, at least in the chiropractic program, into the different aspects of it, that I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much more. And not only is this so much more, it's so important to advance, whether it is the chiropractic profession or anything else, to answer the questions that are being asked outside in the world.
Absolutely.
So I love it. That's awesome. What are some of those projects that are coming out right now from the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning?
You got it.
Yes.
So I'll actually read a couple that we have recently approved and I've gone through, and some of them are still in the works, so they're in the process of completing the projects. So these are the RISE scholars. So we have one entitled "A Retrospective Analysis of Pregnancy Outcomes from Women Under Chiropractic Care." Another one is called "Assessment of Interlimb Symmetry in Walking."
Awesome.
Another one is "Positive Psychology Coaching in COPD."
Yeah. Wow.
Then we have "Nutrition in Athletes." And then "Effects of Chiropractic Care on Posture and Cognitive Function in Healthy Adults."
Wow.
And then for the funded projects, our most recent one with the faculty member here is "The Evolutionary Morphology of the Rodent Skeleton." So you can see its research is not just, here is not just, relegated to just chiropractic questions. We welcome those, absolutely.
Right.
But we also get questions, from positive psychology, rodent skeletons. So it's always very interesting to see week 7 when those applications are due, what comes across the plate and what we're going to be talking about in the Research Advisory Council meetings.
Okay.
So
you just received, this is week, is it 9 or 10? I think we're closer to the end of the quarter,
week
correct?
10, yes.
Yeah, so we just received a fresh batch.
Fresh batch, yeah. So we're still in deliberations about that, yeah.
That's
but
exciting.
and what's also great is that we're always talking about the process too, and how to make it even better and to optimize the whole applying for research, and so because we want to make it as accessible as possible.
Right.
And as invigorating as possible as well.
That's awesome. Well, what are some of those steps that students and faculty need they need to follow in order for applying to create a research study and go from there?
Right. So if you just go to the website, the Life website, and then you navigate over to the CETL page, it has the different programs listed right there for funded projects. Which is faculty, student, and staff-led small-scale programs, research studies. The RISE Scholarship is there. The Research Scholarly Creative Works Awards are there as well, information about those. So it's all on that webpage, and they have different links to providing a project overview for what your project is going to look like. And that's something, like I said, we're not looking for shovel-ready projects, but we want to make sure that you've thought about what you're going to be studying and you really have a passion for it, and you bring that to bear on those applications. So there's a lot of information there about guidelines, and with funded projects, we're working on updating those guidelines as well. So it's an ongoing process, and it's really exciting to be part of that conversation and how to get more people into the fold, bring them in, and just enhance research and scholarly activity at the university.
That's awesome. I think it's one of the coolest department in the institution is the research department itself. It's so self-encompassing. It's extraordinary. Like you were mentioning, it's not just about chiropractic. It is truly a reflection of who the university is today, which is not just the chiropractic school. We recently did a podcast also where we explained that there's 14 different undergraduate programs, 3 master's degree, and as well as the doctor of chiropractic, and the fact that the research department is also backing up into making sure that everybody has their question are being able to answer it and providing the resources to it. Kudos to you guys. That is amazing. That's a great opportunity for students. That's an amazing opportunity for staff, for faculty. So thank you. Thank you for guiding that project.
Yeah, and it's an exciting time because life continues to grow, and it's not a stagnant university at all. And we're, like I said, the conversation keeps going, and we want to really just, imbue the sense of community and like research and questioning and coming up with ideas, and that's what any good university should be about. So I think we're trending toward that.
Yeah, it's definitely very empowering.
Yeah,
You empower people with questions, you get awesome answers and discoveries. Alrighty, Erin, how can people contact the research department if they have ideas? Besides the website, is there an email that we can send to?
Sure, you can send it to the CETL, the CETL at life.edu.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with us. I hope you have a great rest of your week, an awesome end of the quarter, and good luck reviewing all those brand new batch of ideas that came in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, guys. We'll see you on the next episode of Living Life at Life U. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.